Hello, my name is Akeen Zhong, and this is my assignment 2 for Comp 2152. My CRN is 50336. So in the beginning, we start to import random and import string and mount to Google Drive. So now we have a try-catch here, which lets us take a look if the score file already exists. Right now it does, and it has a score of 2. So if I run it, it will print that the last score was 2. If any other error would occur, the exceptions will print out the respective message. So let's try deleting the score file, and we'll see what will happen. It says a new file will be made for us. Let's start by declaring the global variable max score and continue on. So I have a function here, change score, which adjusts the max score. If the user gets it correct, it will be a positive number here, +1. And if the user gets the answer wrong, it will be a negative score, which will decrement the score by 1. We have the math test random variables, so picking a random number from 1 to 10 for A and B. As for the operators, it will pick 1, 2, or 3, which will determine what kind of operator is chosen. Depending on the operator chosen, we can have the correct answer beforehand. This proper answer checks for validation and sees if the user input is an integer. If it's not an integer, they can answer again, or they're prompted to re-enter the input until an integer is received. Then if it is the answer, they get a point. If not, then the score will go down by 1. So if we run this once, you can see what's the result of 9 plus 1. I'll do once correct and once wrong, and once invalid. So you can see you get it correct. 6 times 12. I'll put something invalid, so I'll type I. And it asks us to enter another number. So I'll do a wrong answer here and type 13. And it says, the correct answer is 12. Let's try another question. Now we have the infinite loop, which determines the score. So if we take a look at here, while true, my math test, which is the above function. And after that runs, the user is prompted with whether they want to continue. And if that answer is yes, or if it's not yes, then they break out of the loop and their score is displayed on the screen. If not, they go back into the loop where the myMathTest function runs again. Okay, let's run the myMathTest loop. So what is the result of 1 plus 2? Let's get this one wrong and type 3. Let's try to get our score up to 4 this time. So let's do yes. 3 minus 4, that is -1. Continue. 5 minus 7, -2. Continue. 10 minus 4, 6. So now our score is -1, 0, 1, 2. Let's do 2 more then. 8 minus 9, -1. And 6 minus 2, 4. Do you want to continue? And I'll put a full stop to exit. Okay, and we have a score of 4. So now we'll continue and write the score to a file. And here this read function will print out our score. So we have 4. If we refresh the files, we can see that the score.txt has appeared and the contents inside of it say 4. All right, now on to part B, the quadratic formula. So here we start off with welcome to the quadratic formula game. Print out ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So now we have a validation loop for the values of a, b, and c. So if the value for a cannot be converted into an integer after stripping, then we print invalid value and we ask the user to enter something again. So I'll just type in d. So this doesn't work. Okay, I'll do something else. Okay, I'll start off with, let's do a low value for a, 2. And now we continue with b. This validation loop has the same logic as the one for a. So I'll do a higher value. And I'll do one for c. I'll do a negative number for c. So I'll do -4. And you see it works as well. Now it prints out the quadratic formula, or the quadratic equation given the a, b, and c. I decided it's a lot easier if the viewer gets to see a negative sign if the coefficients are negative. So in this case, a and b have positive coefficients, but c is negative. So we will get 2x squared plus 5x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now we have a discriminant function which takes in abc and returns b squared minus 4ac. And now depending on that value, if discriminant returns something greater than 0, we have 2 solutions. If discriminant returns 0, we only have 1 solution. And else is if the discriminant returns a negative value, in which case we have complex solutions. So in this case, if we run it, we have 13 and negative 15.5. So now we will save the messages, which is this. Oh, hold on. It is this. This is equation, and we have answer. So we will open a quadratic equation text file and overwrite it if it's there. Otherwise, we'll create a new one if it isn't. And we'll write an equation plus answer. Then we'll read both of the lines and print them out. So in this case, we have 2x squared plus 5x minus 4 is equal to 0. There are 2 real solutions. And if we take a look at quadratic equation, that is what the text file says. If this file is deleted, then we can write it again, refresh, and we will have the same result. And that is the end of my assignment 2.